on.
Fucking hell.
They say he flew high, never seen again. A note from the sky, ended red. Chilling with Virgil, he made it too. Life's so commercial, so why does he choose? Few that will save you. Accordion, cause he had to. Can't try and sue, that's so weird. Sex, drugs, or rock and roll. Took Frito fishing, he held Mary's hand. They put a bullet through his head. Santino could have lived if he was slow to anger, but he chose death instead. Few that would save you. My Corleone, cause he had to. Can't try and sue, that's so weird. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Changing again, die for a reason, listen to the dead, break back for family, kill for my kin, work with my hands all day till they bled. Few that will save you, my Corleone, cause he had to, can't try and sue, that's so weird. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Yeah, man, it's an honor for us. I looked up your stuff. I'm like, wow, this guy's doing big stuff. This guy's doing big stuff in the Valley. I need to be on this podcast, like, for us, man. You know?
Nah, we're just doing stuff. That's why I just want to encourage people to do stuff. Hopefully, more people. Like I was telling you before the podcast, I want more people to make podcasts.
Definitely, there's a lot of good artists in here, and we need to expose them at least, man. And Angel has a perfect platform right now, and to at least with the youth right now too, like. To get the younger ages involved in,
so yeah, it's all
cool,
creative, creative space, and there's like hubs everywhere, LA, of course LA and Miami, New York, all these like places that have like either creatives or just people doing stuff. But here in the Valley, feels like nobody's doing shit, bro.
Right.
It's just like
you're the pioneer, man. You're the pioneer.
Just part of it,
Yeah, from what I looked up, it seems like you're if not the first, the second. Maybe it seems like you're the biggest podcast guy here in the Valley, to be honest, from what I've seen.
Yeah, I don't really know that many, but like I said,
that compliment, man.
He's definitely been putting in a lot of work, man.
Yeah, and I've been one of the first ones, and it's consistency. Like I started 2019, and I know there was other podcasts that started around the same time, and they just stopped. And like
you can't stop, man.
I stopped in periods like. Few months off, whatever, and then
like breaks or something.
Yeah, and it's all different too. Like when I didn't have freaking cameras like this or anything. Like my first episode, there was one camera with like a Rode microphone towards the two people, and the audio sucked. Like, cause I have a soft-spoken voice, and then someone will have a louder voice, and then the audio sucked. And
oh man!
But I just put them out there.
Hey, with those actions that you hear, and you hear
it all through the
with
experience,
all this cool stuff. So
yeah, I've just been at it now through the years and. Learning from every episode. This is like episode 1, like 118 or 19 or 120 probably. I don't even know at this point. I've done more because
when you posted one up, like, "How's episode that number?"
Yeah, just learning. And they say you don't. I remember reading this like you don't start learning until you make 100 episodes. That's when you kind of get it. Right. It took me maybe 100 plus, but I kind of starting to get it now.
Right. Okay. That's awesome, man.
And trying to make it a vibe, like inviting like friends and other people, barbers, musicians, trying to involve as many people because there's a lot of people doing cool shit and we want to expose it.
Right. That's awesome, man. Yeah.
So sorry.
No, go ahead.
So Saving Slytherin, So what's saving Slytherin? Because you said it's more than just a rock when you're trying to create
It's
something.
saving
different.
Slytherin.
Saving Slytherin.
You know, like the Harry Potter and shit.
Yeah. Oh, they say paisa and shit.
Yeah.
Slytherin.
Oh shit, dude! I accidentally called you out. Nah.
You could.
Nah, but yeah, it's a band / musical movement. You know, we talked a little bit about it earlier, but yeah, that's what it is. You know, just a musical movement. And I'm gonna try anything under that name. Hopefully, it's gonna be real good music. You know, so what I put out so far, what's up there is what I believe to be good music. You know, I hope people like it, and I hope to put more. You know, I'm not gonna stop.
What do you mean by like a musical movement though? Like it's not so.
Well, not just a band. You know what? It's because I feel in the future I'm gonna I hope to work with more people, like featuring people. So, and then after that project, they'll be part of the Saving Slytherin
multiverse.
Multiverse. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like a collective.
Well, I said this when I was on New York. Oh, I said like family. I called it family because, you know, when you work with people, you get to know them. So they kind of become like family. So say I work with someone and at the end I'll be like, hey man, you're part of the Saving Slytherin family or something like that. You know, that's how it is in my head. But yeah, it's also a band. So maybe in a point it's a band, you know.
Now that's cool though. Like, how do you get that idea of like a collective and not just a band? Like, how do you have that? How do you have that vision?
I don't know, man. I was worried that I wasn't gonna be able to find people to work with. It was just gonna be me. So I guess it was like a fail-safe. You know, like in the end, if it's just me, hey, it's a Saving Slytherin movement, not a band, because it's so hard to be committed to anything.
Yeah.
Let alone a band. You know what I mean? So I guess that's what it was.
When did you start playing guitar, or when did you decide like, you know, I want to make music?
Oh man, early age, middle school. When I was, what is that, like 14 or something?
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's high school. I don't know, middle school.
No. 12, 13.
Fuck the math, dude.
I
was a 7th grader.
Like
You know, actually I was I didn't have the grades to do. I wanted to play guitar, do the guitar class, and I didn't have the grades to do that. You know, I had like horrible grades, so that encouraged me. They're like, no, you can't play guitar because you don't have good grades. So that encouraged me more to be like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna go play guitar on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now here I am playing guitar.
But then you never started any other bands, or you never played any else?
I've tried I haven't had a few projects that I've tried. They haven't gone this far. You know what I mean? But this is like I was just testing the waters, I guess, or see how far it went. But this is the farthest I've been as far as success or. Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Once you start, you committed to it. You know.
How many members are in your collective right now, man?
4.
That's enough. That's a lot, man. That's good. That's
4.
Good.
And that's
And 3 or more is like a band, pretty much, bro.
I mean, that's a band. Bro.
I mean, but it's still like it's still like I get what you're saying when you want to. No one can be really too committed, but it's good to have a name out there and then just have X amount of heads, you know, working with, whether if it's just one or you know, 5.
Actually, I mean, there's more because you called it a collective, which is like, you know, genius. There's more people involved too because I work with I don't know if you guys heard of Aragon. He's a producer.
I found out. Yeah,
he's also behind some of my songs as far as producing goes.
I want to meet that fool. I haven't met him.
You haven't met him?
I
just hear about him?
Aragon. A couple of people have mentioned it because I've had artists on.
We're coming.
Where you at, bro? Get on the podcast.
They're coming for you.
Well, wasn't okay. I'm pretty sure where the name came from.
Right. Yeah.
How's
just how did it develop?
How does the name develop? What does that even mean?
Besides being I was just a Harry Potter fan, and you know, I had to come up with the band name, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, messed with a bunch of names, and then I thought of Saving Private Ryan. So I kept saving. That's what for real, you know.
Saving Silverman.
Silverman.
No, there's a movie Saving Silverman. It's a good movie.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I think I've seen that too.
Sarah Silverman comes out on it.
Really?
Yeah, they're trying to get her. Trying to get the main character to not marry Sarah Silverman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I've seen that.
Jack Black's in it.
Oh, he is?
It's good.
Oh, shit. Jack Black, come on out.
Yeah. I have a surprise for you, Nazir.
No, yeah, the band name just Slytherin just came from the Harry Potter. Huge fan. So I actually have a tattoo I did myself. You probably can't see it on camera, but I was bored. It's the Deathly Hallows.
You did it yourself?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How? Do you have a machine or what?
I had a machine. I was like debating if I should like pursue tattooing or not a while back. So I did this just for fun. It's just a Deathly Hallows, like I said, but I was like, nah, I sold it. Sold the shit. They're cheap on Amazon. They're like $30.
$30?
Yeah, like if you're trying to lively up a party, just get one of those, get drunk at your home, and be like,
that's some crazy shit.
You know what I mean?
Izzy, let me tattoo your face, Izzy.
I'll probably do the same thing. I would try to tattoo a little
small
Yeah, you should do one yourself. You know what I mean?
I'll fuck around and do another.
If you're
heart
right-handed,
down,
that's the perfect canvas. You know, your leg, this area.
Keep it hidden just in case you fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. You can say you did it. You know,
put left leg, right leg.
So you grew up. What's like inspirations of music that you like growing up? Like, you were playing a little Metallica earlier. Like, what do you like? What?
Metallica, Beatles. I was like Metallica diehard. Like high school was just
Metallica is my favorite band.
Yeah, we actually did a battle of the bands with a few homies. We won first place too. We covered, you know, what the Big Four is.
Yeah,
nice.
I went to that shit.
Okay, I was there too.
Hell yeah, bro!
You see, we were there, dude.
That's just
we didn't even know each other.
He graduated 2011.
Oh, did you
CV.
know? What the hell? Oh,
That's
okay,
crazy.
cool.
He's 2011 as well.
Yeah,
Really?
2011 also. Yeah.
That's TV also?
Nah,
You
India.
do?
Yeah,
Oh,
India.
for sure. That's
Yeah,
cool,
dude,
man.
that's sick.
You were at the Big Four?
What's up?
You were at the Big Four festival?
Yeah, I was there. So me and the homies, we would do cover bands. So yeah, Metallica is a huge influence, and Slayer, Beatles.
The Beatles?
Huge Beatles fan, dude. So
yeah.
I know with this music that I'm doing right now, I'm kind of trying to. I feel like I kind of mix those genres. I don't know if there's one song where I put a distorted guitar, which is called "Drink Some Water." But he's like, hold up the mic.
Motion, move up the mic.
I saw the Palm Tree song. So the Palm Tree song we were listening to right now.
Yeah.
Was really good.
It gives me like Red Hot Chili Peppers, like Blink-182,
Right.
kind of that kind of
Yeah,
vibe,
man. I was referencing it as a Tiger Army. If you ever listen to, you know, the lead singer Nick 13's his acoustic stuff, that sounded just gave me
Something like
that many
that.
vibes.
I'll check him out. I've never heard of him.
Tiger Army.
Yeah, Tiger Army. Yeah, man.
I'll check him out
it's
for sure.
good.
I want to go to
check
another
it out.
Slipknot concert, bro.
Oh, you went to one?
Me and this fool went to one like a few years
A
ago.
couple years
What?
back, man.
I thought they broke up.
No, man.
They're
still
on tour
together.
again, no?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
on
they're
tour
right
again.
now.
I wish I would see that.
Yeah, now
I'll go with you guys.
album too.
Huh?
Shit.
I'm like, I'll go with you guys to this next
Let's
one.
go.
I want to hit the pit at least.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Dude,
Last time we
hell
had
yeah.
seats. We had seats.
I'll go in the pit with you, bro.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
down too,
dude.
dog.
I'll die with
that's
you, man.
where
After this
you
podcast,
go.
we're gonna
You'll
check.
find me there.
We'll get some fun.
That's what's up, man.
Nah, rock. I had a big rock phase like in middle school too. I mean, we're all the same age, so
Mhm.
like
You're a
middle
rocker.
school. Fuck,
You're
I
a
had
rocker.
long hair, bro.
Yeah.
I had long curly hair.
Are you a
I was
rocker,
more
fool?
into like I
You're
got
a
into
rocker?
like fucking ACDC, like 80s rock for some reason. I love Slipknot too. Slipknot, Metallica, all that shit.
Slipknot's
But
like 90s, right? They're not 80s.
Slipknot was 90s.
Slipknot, yeah.
90s,
no.
2000s.
Right.
I would, 99, 2000s. That's
They're
when
more
they
like
started.
2000s. That's when they blew up.
Yeah,
But I'm saying what I started liking was like ACDC, like
Right.
Led Zeppelin, fucking all that shit that was like on VH1's fucking top 100 rock
Fucking
songs.
Disturbed.
Dude, I would learn all their songs too when I was in, I guess, when I started playing guitar.
Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah, Dio.
Dio, fuck yeah. All
All
the
the music
good
video
hair
with the-
metal, like Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden. Oh my god, I was huge. in
I
Iron
saw them
Maiden.
live
Oh,
like
did
years
you?
ago. Yeah, what's it called? Knotfest. Oh, I saw
nice.
Slipknot live too there. I forgot. What the hell? Because there's so many bands, dude.
Yeah, that's
It was
a lot.
Knotfest meets Ozfest. So
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne was there. A bunch of people were there. Slayer. Saw Slayer like 3 times. They're crazy, man.
I've been
Slayer
wanting to
is
see
the same.
Cradle of Filth live. That'd be
One of my
that'd be
favorite
one
bands
hell of a
is
band.
A7X. A7.
Yes,
Right.
Avenged
Avenged
Sevenfold.
Sevenfold. I saw them at
I can't, dude. I'm, okay,
Severino.
I have to say, Avenged Sevenfold. I don't know why. I don't know if I think it's just the lyrics, not the lyrics. What do you call it? The guy's voice. I'm like, I don't know. I can't like jam to it. I can't be like, yeah, is it? You know, I don't know.
It sounds different. It
It
has
is
a different.
different.
It's very Texas rock vibes.
Oh, okay.
Right after City of Evil.
Right.
I feel like it's still good, in my opinion.
Right.
One of my
No,
favorite
music-
bands, Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh,
I
dude.
fucking love.
Oh,
That's
okay.
one I've always wanted to see. Like
Right.
Oh yeah.
the fools with the long hair.
Yeah, the emo stuff.
They look like they belong in a Guitar
Yeah,
Hero.
dude.
They look
Dude, my
like
homies
Guitar
are
Hero
always
creators.
blasting that shit, dude.
That's my
They're
shit,
fucking
dude.
bad,
I grew
bro.
up
No, they're
listening
good.
to
They're
that.
good.
Definitely.
I love that
I was
shit.
listening to Chiodos. I was listening to some would say, what was it? Fucking Circus Survive.
Well, this
Right.
what you always go to like rock shows and with Alex in LA and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
like little
definitely.
festivals and stuff.
What's the most recent band you seen?
Knocked Loose. I don't know if you
Knocked
ever-
Loose?
Knocked Loose,
I
yeah.
I know I've heard their
Dude, they're pretty new. They fucking killed it, man. They're really
Right.
rough. Their pits,
Hell
their
yeah,
pits
dude.
are fucking.
I'm all about that too.
Crazy, dude.
The last band I seen live was probably Turnstile at Coachella.
Damn, bro.
Turnstile at Coachella was crazy, bro. I got into a mosh pit.
Dude, I need to look up all these bands you guys are talking
Turnstile
about.
is bad, bro. They're like the new wave, right? They're like
Yeah, they're
new metal. Is it like metal?
nah. It's
just like rock. I don't know how to describe
yeah.
it.
It's
Right.
like it's kind of like how you describe it. It's like it's hard to put a title on it.
Right.
Each song sounds so different,
Oh,
and
okay.
they have their own groove. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's whatever, it's kind of whatever how you take it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because rock's coming back right now. Rock's like in a
It's making a comeback.
It's making a
Think
comeback.
so?
I feel like
Yeah,
yes.
like you're seeing even rappers, they're incorporating rock into their music.
Right.
And now, like I think it was the first time in I don't know how many years that a couple rock bands got into the Billboard Hot 100.
It's a lot of that emo boy shit too. That
It's
you were
coming back.
saying.
As like emo styles coming back. It's all the
Hey, I
styles.
say bullshit.
No, I'm gonna tell you one. I heard it from John Feldman himself. He said that emo boy influence is leaking into hip hop right now, man.
Dude, I have my cousin. I started listening to
Extentacion. Yeah.
and like I was like just looking for new artists to listen to, right? And I didn't realize how huge he was. And I know he died and stuff, but I listened to his music and I told my cousin, because my cousin listens to a lot of rap. He's like, top notch rap, motherfucker. I'm like, hey, do you know who XXX? He's like, oh, that emo guy. I'm like, oh, dude, he has good music. What are you talking about?
I didn't really know about him. I knew like a few songs, but I watched a documentary that they just released on Hulu.
Yeah,
I think it's on Hulu. That shit was crazy, bro. Like his come up was insane. He was in jail.
I saw a commercial for that.
He was in jail because he got a lot. He like domestic violence and stuff. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
He was in jail for a while, and I guess Drake released a song. And I guess it sounded just like one of his songs, like the style and everything.
Right.
And they even made a clip where like it's his song versus their song. It sounded the same. So they're like, oh, Drake stole his fucking style. Drake.
What do you think? You think he did?
So it was he fucking stole that shit.
Yeah. Oh, now I need to hear that.
And because they had that controversy, he was in jail the whole time.
Right.
He got into the top 10 in the Billboard.
Drake?
Really?
No,
because of what Drake.
because of
because he stole
of
songs.
so people were like, hey, what the
controversy.
fuck, like. Yeah, the controversy like started hashtag. I don't know what the hashtag was, and that shit blew up. And when he got out of jail, like he literally had like a top number one song.
How are you gonna do that when you're like the biggest artist in the world?
Still, I mean, I don't know, but even artists, that's a.
It's hard to say.
I feel like that shit's manufactured though, because it's like you manufacture controversy because then Drake's in a controversy. They're gonna make thousands of articles.
Right.
There's gonna be people on podcasts talking about it. There's gonna be
there's someone up someone up there and just saying like, yo, you know what? Like steal his song on purpose so we can.
Sometimes
stir
it's
some-
like that, bro.
Dude, I believe it.
I believe that shit,
believe
bro,
it.
because it's all like free fucking publicity for your artist, even if it's
Right.
negative. I mean, what's the worst? Is like the worst thing that's gonna happen is Drake has to like either maybe a lawsuit where
Right.
he's got millions anyway, and the record company could pay for it.
Yeah.
But if not, it's either all those people are gonna just go stream the song just to see if it does sound like the other artist, you know. So you're just getting a bunch of streams because people are checking it out for
Right.
the
Like me, I'm gonna go home and listen to it. So
Yeah,
that's
curiosity.
exactly.
part of the plan.
As soon as you spark that curiosity, man,
Yep.
people are gonna flock towards
just
it.
talking points,
Right.
bro. You're gonna create. Some
What are
people
you
do
talking
some
about?
crazy shit. That's why I love the artists too. We're like getting all those tattoos and crazy fucking
Yeah.
painting their fucking hair and all that shit. It's just they're trying to create headlines.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks, but you just need to stand out somehow. You need to fucking
Yeah,
I started listening to him when I found out like he couldn't.
put the.
Like, he like screams like metal screams like he screams and shit like that type shit. I'm like, what the
Like, it's
fuck?
like
I
rock.
never
He has a song where he's like,
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
who? The XXX guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
alright.
his shows are
Yeah.
crazy too. I started watching on YouTube.
Oh, for us? Yeah,
Like,
I saw a couple. I was
mosh
like,
pits,
damn.
everything.
He has a
bro.
song
Shit.
called 1 Minute. You should check out. It's also featuring Kanye West.
All right.
It's so fire.
I'll check it out,
What the
man.
fuck?
I was chilling to that music recently because I went to Cancun like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I took a little vacation. I was on the beach just listening to his music, just feeling the vibes, staring at the ocean. At night, it was soothing
That
as
Moonlight song.
soothing as
dude.
fuck,
Yeah,
man.
That shit did not
Yeah,
fit the
that song-
vibes.
I
You
could
should have
listen
been
to that
listening to
song.
Bad Bunny, bro.
Bad Bunny.
At the beach, and you listen
Yeah.
to fucking EXO.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. I mean, and I'm also not a hater. I just don't listen to his music.
Yeah.
But
I feel
I've
you.
heard it.
It's
you know what I mean?
100%
You know what I mean?
understandable. I kind of shied away because I didn't understand. I don't speak Spanish for shit, man.
Right.
I feel like I'm a white boy. But
No
after-
sabo kid over here.
after like DJing some events, bro, like helping out with some DJ events, I honestly feel like, all right, I can dig
You get what it
and he
is.
grows on me. He grows on me.
No, the
so-
songs,
yeah.
like, you listen to shit, it makes, like, I'm like, oh, that sounds dope.
Makes your
right?
head
He's one
bob a
that
little
goes
bit.
like Latino gang, hey, right? Isn't that his song?
Is
With
it?
Cardi B or something?
Oh,
Could be a totally. We're talking about Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Isn't
know,
that him?
maybe.
I feel like
I'm not
that's him.
I know him, but I don't know.
Or is it? Or are you thinking
Or
about
J-Lo.
6ix9ine? I don't know.
6ix9ine.
Yeah. No. Okay, I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was him. Bad
I
Bunny.
think so.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you know.
Yeah, I know
You
what song
you
you're
ring a
talking
bell?
about. Yeah.
He probably.
You
know
sounded
what?
just like
He's
him, bro. I was like, oh,
listening
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, I am him.
Oh my god! What a surprise!
Yeah, there's a lot of music, and that's what's like. The older I got, I know, like, for a while, the same shit you were saying that you're not listening to music, you were listening to books or reading books.
Yeah.
I kind of went through that phase. So like 2015, 16, 17. I feel like those years I was mostly like podcasts, audiobooks, and like
Right.
I didn't experience all like the music movement. But the recent years I started getting more into music again.
Right.
And now like just from the podcast and YouTube and going to Coachella and all this shit, it's like
Right.
I'm open to whatever, you know. If you recommend something, I'm like, fuck, I'll check it out, you know.
Yeah, you're
And-
open. You're
Yeah,
open to
yeah,
music.
that's what it is. You might not like Bad Bunny, you might check out a few songs, like, okay, cool, and
Yeah, because I know I am gonna.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go home and be like, all right, you know, I'm gonna hear all these artists that we're talking about. Because why not? You know,
exactly.
It's all
but, like,
about new music. So
you could just listen to it. If you don't like it, that's fine. You at least give it a chance.
I'm
you know?
gonna call you and be like, yo, I
Back-
hated it.
Back then, I used to be more of a like negative, like, oh, who the fuck listens to that music, or that music sucks.
Right.
But it's
And
like,
even when we
no,
were
that's
when we
super
were younger,
fans.
since we're all the same, basically the same age, like you can't listen to like any like if you say artists like, oh, that's gay, or,
Yeah.
you know?
dude.
That's
oh, that's
whack.
whack, dude. Can
That's
you believe
some-
he listens to this?
That's whack
You
shit,
know?
bro. You know.
I feel like, you know what, I kind of grew out of that, and I understand why we did, because
Yeah.
you know, peer pressure's a motherfucker.
Yep.
But in reality, man, you kind of just like, you kind of accept people's, you know, views, and
Mhm.
you know, you kind of accept their music
Right.
and music taste.
You also grow up to not give a.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
So grow up to not give a fuck. Like,
It's
hey,
true that the
like-
older I get, I'm like, the less I care. I'm like, fuck
Right.
this.
Like
shit.
I
And
said,
then-
that's why, like, okay, move on, man. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna listen to my shit, dude.
And
What the hell?
then you kind of get pissed because that shit ends up growing on you and shit. Like,
yeah,
like Bad Bunny and fucking Triple X for me, man. Like, that was, you know, I was like, whatever about them. And then
right.
I started hearing more of their music, and I was like, all right, I could feel it growing on me. I just
Right.
gotta listen to it now.
What's like some of the music you guys listen to right now? That's like not I even mainstream, whatever.
anything,
Just
really?
anything.
Dude, to be honest, I've been waiting for Immortal Technique's new album for like years.
Oh, he's still making music? I didn't know
He
that.
hasn't made music because I keep up with it because I love Immortal Technique, dude.
Nice.
But he's like, oh yeah, he says it's quality over quantity, which is awesome. But I want to hear album, bro. What the hell? Put it out, man. So that's what I'm waiting for. So I just want Immortal Technique.
That's like Frank Ocean. Fucking, he hasn't dropped in forever.
for
Rihanna,
real?
all those dudes. Today got
Oh,
announced
for real?
actually. Drake announced he's dropping an album tonight.
Oh, he is?
Like randomly, like today, like 2
Oh.
hours ago, he's like dropping an album at midnight. So
What?
But I was just listening to Never
Secret album?
Was the Same.
yeah, secret album just dropping tonight, and then
That'd be
Beyonce
sick.
announced she's dropping an album in like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, I listen to Post Malone a lot too.
Post
There's a
Malone.
lot of people that don't like him. I'm like, yeah, legit.
He's got
How
stuff.
do you feel about
Every
his new
song
album?
that fool has is
His
so
new album
good.
is, I like it. I
Yeah?
like it, yeah. I listened to the whole thing. I was like, it's good. He said,
I have to give it a listen to it. I haven't
Right.
listened to it at all yet.
It's
I
kind of
just knew-
sad. It's like I'm surprised how much sad vibes it has. To be honest,
Emo boy shit.
That's really
Emo
popular.
boy shit.
Gotta accept it. Gotta accept it.
No, I'm like, dude, you rich as fuck. How you sad, dude?
yeah, man.
I'm not.
I
I'm
want to
not.
be sad.
I'm
I want to be rich and sad.
I'm not in the
files to listen to.
What were you gonna say?
I don't like
Sorry.
like the sad music that much. I rather listen to like shit that makes me happy. Shit.
Yeah, same here.
I get it, but it's like I know some people love that shit, but for me,
Right.
I like shit that makes me happy. But even makes me happy is kind of dumb because there's other music doesn't make me happy. It just sounds good, and I
Right.
like all kinds of random shit, bro. Like I took French in high school, and I've been listening to like French artists and French rappers
Oh, for
recently.
real?
I've been trying to like
Damn.
get into that
Can you
shit.
speak French like fluently or here and
no,
there?
I
Je
don't.
parle un peu de français.
Le vous François.
I
That's cute.
I know
I don't
like
even know what that means.
basic random phrases.
Can carry a conversation.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
If I'm listening,
I'm gonna do for
And reading a lot.
Do for much. Fuck yeah, man. That's how you know we are all the same age for sure.
yeah, I haven't heard that shit
We're
in
all
10
the
years.
same age for sure. I
So
know, right?
can you carry a conversation though? Or?
Not really.
No.
I could understand a lot, and
Right.
if reading and understanding, like if I have
Yeah.
lyrics and shit, I can understand like 70%. Of course, not like some things.
70%. That's understanding it.
If I'm reading and hearing it at the same
That's a
time.
lot, man.
But I can't really speak it. Like I want to say shit, but then
Right.
I can't. But
Shit.
yeah, like I don't know.
The language of love, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Give him a couple
French?
shots of tequila,
Yeah.
dog. All that
Sorry.
it will be
Hey, I saw
refreshed.
there's some in that fridge. Maybe you should take some.
Bring out the
I
Bucanas.
This podcast,
Oh,
you gonna start talking in French the whole time.
I
So
gotta
we
go
come
to
back
the
to
gym
Izzy's.
after
I'll
this.
chugging the Bucana bottle.
Hold on, wait. We weren't waiting.
Have we started yet?
Oh, we're waiting for people to take good shots.
So yeah, okay. Let me go back. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
go ahead,
Saving
man.
Slytherin.
Yeah.
My bad.
So you came up with that name. What other fandoms are you into? Like besides Harry Potter? How do you feel about the new Harry Potter shit, bro?
The new one?
The Grindelwald and all that bullshit.
Yeah, the
Fantastic Beasts.
It's cool, man. I mean, I haven't seen the new one. 'Cause I was a huge fan of the basic 1 through 8 or 7 or 8.
The original
you know what I mean?
series, yeah.
And we were talking earlier saying there's too much to keep up with. Like every franchise is coming up with the fillers, prequels.
Spin-offs.
It's
side
so much to
quests.
keep up with. So I'm just like, Harry Potter's cool. You know what I mean? It's like
whole-
we were talking
the whole
about
universe.
Star Wars, and there's so much to keep up with.
Oh my god, I
And
know.
you're as a fan, you're like obligated to be like, I gotta keep up with.
It's because you invest so much time. You've watched so many movies, so many
Yeah.
shows,
It's
and
your
it's like,
childhood too.
if I don't watch the next one, like I already watched all this shit, I have to keep up. Like you kind of
Yeah.
have to. Like you're a fan of an artist, and you're like, if you listen to so much Immortal Technique
Right.
when they drop new shit, you're like, hell yeah, let me listen to
Yeah.
it. I mean, that's I don't know. Maybe we grow attached.
But to go back to your question, yeah, the new one's it's pretty cool. It's a prequel. I enjoy it.
I thought they were pretty mid, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're boring. Both. I think I fell asleep both times in the movie theater.
I haven't personally seen them. I like the Harry Potter franchise. I never
Harry
saw
Potter
those
franchise is
after
dope as
movies
fuck.
though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool, man.
And that shit, we grew up on that shit too.
But I do feel like these Fantastic Beasts ones, I'm not like, it's not as important to me to like,
They're like,
I gotta watch this one that just dropped, But the original, seven
I
or
was a
8,
big Lord of the Rings fan, or
Oh, me too,
I still
dude.
am.
me
Lord of the
too.
Rings is my
Don't
shit,
get me
bro.
started, bro.
You like Lord of the Rings?
Hell yeah, man.
Oh shit!
Dude, this was all about it.
Damn, dude.
I-
One ring
shit,
to rule
we
them
wanna
all.
talk
I have to
about
watch.
mamas.
You want to talk about? God, that's funny, bro.
Oh,
So how diehard are you? Do you have a tattoo? Let me switch this podcast. Do you have Lord of the Rings tattoos?
Oh,
No, but I've always told people my first tattoo is gonna be the one ring around my forearm.
Oh, for real?
But I don't have any.
I was
tattoos.
always tempted to do the the elvish writing
Yeah.
in the circle, to do it somewhere on my body.
Yeah, I want to do that shit right here.
I was
Oh.
tempted to do it actually on my finger, like an actual ring too.
An actual ring, yeah.
You probably thought about that.
Yeah,
shit,
I've
too.
thought
Come
about
on,
that
man.
too.
Every Lord of the Rings fan's probably thought about
Bro,
that shit.
I have the movies in VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, the collection. I
Yeah.
haven't bought the 4K ones because it actually sold out and I couldn't get the collection. But
Damn.
I have the steel books. I have the vinyl collection
yeah.
of like the soundtrack from the trilogy. I got like most of the Funko Pop.
All right, I gotta ask you this:
collection.
what do you think about the new series they're gonna put on?
Shit,
they're gonna put
bro,
on. I think it's
Got my
Amazon.
glasses.
Dude,
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Go ahead, man. Just let
I
it
don't
out,
know.
bro.
talk your shit, Sway.
Talk your
Talk
Nah,
your
bro.
shit, Sway.
So, for context, okay, I love Lord of the Rings. Like that's a yearly
Same.
tradition. Have you ever played the Lord of the Rings drinking game?
No.
You gotta do that shit, bro.
Yeah, we'll play it one day.
Every December, me, the homie Brian that I was telling you about, the fool, that showed the pictures,
Right.
him and my wife, and like we literally just one movie at a time because it's so long. But we'll watch a movie. There's a Lord of the Rings drinking game.
Right.
It'll be like take a shot every time.
You hear my
Frodo and
impressions?
Sam do something gay, and it's all like every 5 minutes. It's like
That
take a
Hardy
shot,
bromance.
Dude, that's funny.
or take a shot, or take. It's not a shot. It's take a drink. So
Oh,
you
take a
just
drink.
get a beer, and then it's like every time someone refers to the ring as precious.
Right.
So like my precious. Oh fuck, I got a drink.
Damn,
And
you'll be
anytime-
wasted by then.
Anytime
Part one.
Legolas says something like obvious, he'll be like, "These trees are old."
Right.
Like some stupid shit.
Oh, an obvious thing. That's
He
funny.
says like the dumbest thing when you actually pay attention to his dialogue. and like Legolas has like the worst dialogue, but it's like that. You take a drink.
Right.
Every time Aragorn does something badass,
Did you get hella wasted after that?
Oh hell yeah, bro!
It sounds horrible, man.
Sounds horrible,
in a good way,
but amazing.
You know?
And then it makes you pay attention more to the details of the movie because you're watching.
Oh.
And since we all know the rules,
That's funny.
and we're kind of drunk, you forget the rules.
Yeah.
But then like you might, hey, that fool did something, whatever. Oh, let me take a drink.
So you're wasted, but you picked up dialogue. That
you get more into the movie, and since you've seen
Yeah.
it before, you get more attached to the movie. So that's like I recommend that.
That's
shit.
pretty cool, man. That sounds fun.
So yeah, Lord of the Rings, like man, that's my favorite series of all
Yeah.
time. Movies, everything.
So that new one.
So for context,
Because I saw it and I was
the
like,
Hobbit
oh.
movies. Let's go back to the Hobbit. So the Hobbit came out 2013,
Lay it down.
13, 14, 15. I think it was back to back.
Yeah.
The first Hobbit movie was cool because I was like, fuck yeah, 10 years after the first movie. I heard it was shot in 48 frames per second. So a traditional movie is 24 frames. And this was the first movie. I don't know if the first one, but the first like major release at 48.
Okay.
They were trying to make it like a new form of.
Damn, you're all about that quality.
Yeah, but it just looked weird.
Right.
Because it looked like.
I can't. I'm one of those like if I watch it, I can't tell the difference between like what the hell they used to film it. You know, I'll be like that look cool. You know.
So the Hobbit movies, they were just like a cash grab that they were supposed to be 2 movies.
Right.
And it was gonna be Guillermo del Toro directing.
There's too much CGI in
But
that too, don't you think?
That's what I was
There's too
getting
much
to.
CGI. I saw it. I'm like, dude, what?
He dropped the project because he was gonna do Pacific Rim.
Right.
So he dropped the
Trash.
Hobbit. Yeah, he dropped the project. Then Peter Jackson had to come in like literally and finish his project.
Bro, you guys are almost identical. This one doesn't like Pacific Rim at all.
No,
I like a little
you?
bit. Yeah.
I did.
I like it a little
Okay.
So I was just like, man, that shit's whack. So the CGI shit,
I liked it.
I didn't like all the villains, bro. They were all CGI. The Hobbit, like the main
Right.
villain was CGI. It was literally what was cool about Lord of the Rings. It was like there was so many
The
practical
film
effects.
locations, like
The locations,
everything, dude. That's all
like the orcs were actually wearing
yeah.
makeup and like fucking armor and all that shit. The new ones, like
Yeah.
the Hobbit movies, were just all CGI, and it took away from the magic of that
Right.
shit.
Peter Jackson's king, man. Like for us.
And now the new series, it looks like the Hobbit. It doesn't even look like Lord of the Rings. So I'm
Right.
not really happy. I get the whole
Now,
like
that's a cash grab. We're talking about cash grabs earlier. That's a cash grab, dude.
the Amazon.
The new Amazon one. It's
So
like
the fucking Amazon paid $1 billion
Really?
to produce this series. The
It
most
is.
expensive show in history, more than Game of Thrones.
the fucked up
is that
thing is
what-
I'm probably gonna watch it.
Is that where they're showing it
Fuck
on?
that show, dude.
Amazon Prime?
It's gonna be on Amazon.
Yeah?
It airs in September. So they paid $250 million for the rights.
Right.
That's just like $250,000 just to buy the rights. Then they spend like $750,000 to produce it, bro. Like it's the most expensive show.
And it's a prequel
It's
to
it's
the
running
whole
5
the
seasons.
original series, right?
So it's gonna surround itself with what happened before the battle in the beginning of the Fellowship, where
Right.
they fought Sauron, how he got the
Oh,
rings.
it's before that.
So it's like
battle.
the story of the Rings of Power, how he kind of gave the rings.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
when they're
elves.
like, hey, to the race of elves or whatever.
Yeah,
So it's before.
It's around that time.
Oh,
So we'll get to see how Sauron got powerful.
Right. I'll probably watch
shit
it,
like
but
that.
you know, it's not priority.
There's a lot
The
of
Lord of the Rings is
controversy.
the shit.
There's a lot of controversy behind it because of some of the elves and shit. Like they have like African American characters.
Right.
They're like that's not like
The
accurate
elves
to the
wearing
lore.
black, bro. The elves wearing black. How dare you? Like,
oh,
They're like the lore. They're just trying to be like. For me, like, I guess they fuck up the lore, but
Right.
I'm just more worried about the CGI and like if they tell a good story.
they're like it's all about political correctness and not the
I know,
lore,
for real,
bro.
like-
yeah.
Fuck your books.
Like
fuck
they
them.
were there when this shit was written.
As long as it's good, I'm gonna watch it. You know, I'm a fan.
Right.
I don't think I'll live up to Lord of the Rings standards. One, because it's nostalgic and I've seen
Right.
that so many times.
Is the main character a chick? Isn't it a chick? In the main character?
I don't know. It's
That's
supposed to be a
it.
Galadriel.
I'm not watching.
So
No, I'm, just
Gal-
kidding. I'm kidding.
Lead woman, bro. Hell
Lead
no.
woman.
So Galadriel is she's the elf one that got the ring, the one that's like try to like fucking possess
Oh.
Frodo and shit. It's gonna be her story as one of the characters. She is not. It's like
So
kind
it's
of
her when she was young.
Yeah, so during that time, because she's the one that got one of the rings from Sauron, so we'll see that story.
Oh, I didn't even know.
And
that.
it'll be like I don't even know what else is happening, but it looks all CGI. That's the only thing I didn't like from the
Right.
trailer. So
I don't know anything that's going on right now.
I just don't know
I
the
never
rings.
got into it like
and then
that.
Game of
but
Thrones is dropping a series too. I think in
Oh, I
August.
saw that,
The
yeah.
news. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
That's supposed to be a prequel, also, right?
Yeah, also
From what I've heard.
I skipped like the 3 or 4 middle seasons.
Mhm.
I just saw the beginning and the ending. 'Cause, you know, I don't
The
know.
beginning was one of Man.
But it's good, obviously. You
Yeah,
know,
the
it's a
ending
good show.
sucked, but yeah, I don't want to get into.
So they're making this is also a prequel, huh? The show they're making.
It's also a prequel, 300 years before Game of Thrones.
300 years.
Yeah, so it's like when the
it's that evil. What's
dragons.
I don't know if they're evil in the show or not. What's that family called? The one with the short guy and Lannisters, right?
The Lannisters.
So it's a prequel to their bloodline.
No, the Targaryens. The dragons. So you know how
okay,
Daenerys Targaryen was the blonde chick.
Yeah.
Olivia Clark. I don't know her name.
Right.
Olivia Clark, something like that.
I think so.
What?
What I drink.
What I said.
Yeah. Jump in, man. Jump in.
And we hitting the microphone, talking shit about some truth. No, we exited out a lot of shit because we didn't want to talk about the shit that we did over here in Coachella.
The new Lord of the Rings was trash. Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
I don't want to get it.
And when we were filming, you're like, I don't want to get into it. That's funny, bro.
Well, how do you really feel?
Alright, so we're back. What was the Coachella story we were talking about?
Alright, yeah. So I told this guy, I have a good Coachella Fest story for you.
I'm down to hear it.
And this was just this year.
You went to Coachella?
So, here it goes. I didn't, but I couldn't afford it, right? I wasn't going to go or whatever. So, but I got a job working there. Like, I don't want to say, I got a job working at Coachella Fest.
Nice.
Outside the festival grounds doing something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say exactly.
Yeah,
put everyone on blast.
Yeah.
But I had like a vest. I was like a bright vest, construction worker kind of thing. So I worked for the first weekend, all through the week doing the job that I was doing. And in my head, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm a huge Chicano Batman fan. Chicano Batman?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah, I heard like
Explain.
They're a band.
Oh, nice.
They're good.
Okay, hell yeah.
So I'm a
Chicano
huge
Batman.
Chicano Batman fan, dude. And I was like, I knew they were gonna be there. I was like, bro, I'm gonna meet. In my head, I'm like, I'm gonna meet the lead singer. F this, dude. I'm gonna use this vest, these bracelets I have on to go meet him.
Yeah.
Or see them live. So I was like, the last day, which was Sunday, yeah. I was like, I showed up.
The Gobi tent, right?
I showed up. Yeah, Gobi tent. I showed up to my job and I was like, all right, later. Like you only get one life, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna see these dudes live. Right? I can't afford it, and I could get in. So I walked in with my vest, construction vest on.
Professional as shit.
Yeah, I brought my own. I bought a radio, that like a walkie-talkie that people to look more official.
Yeah. Oh, you took that to work?
I took it to work just to. If you're walking around with a vest and a walkie-talkie, no one questions you, man. That's what I learned. I walked into the okay. So
we gotta use that shit, bro.
Dude,
we're gonna make a challenge video.
So I walked in, boom. I'm in the festival grounds. I went to like some back door, and I was like, "Whoa, dude! I've never been to Coachella." So I walked in the grounds. I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy! Just all the people, just looks like the funnest
swarm, yeah,
the funnest time ever, bro." I'm like, "All right, like mission time, I'm gonna go meet the lead singer's name is Bardo." I'm like, I'm gonna go meet this guy, bro. I want to meet them. So I had my vest. I took out my walkie-talkie. It wasn't even part of my job. I like legit bought on Amazon to just yeah, dude. So I walked in. I look like I'm some important guy or some something. So I get to where they're the Gobi tent.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you know the layout, right? So on the right of the Gobi tent, there's like a huge line sometimes for ATM machines.
Yeah.
So that line was huge, man. But so I tried to get to the backstage, right? So I go Gobi tent backstage area, or one of the entrances. So I go, I just started walking in without no questions, and some chick was like, "Hey, let me see your bracelet," and I'm like, "Shit." So I show her, and she's like, She looked at me, and she's like, "Nah, I don't think you could come through here." And I'm like, "I work here." She was like, "Nah, sorry." I'm like, I just turned around, like no questions asked. So I got into where the ATM stuff is at, like where they're putting all the cash and stuff. Just the way I looked, bro. Like, I'm not here to rob money. I'm here to be a star. I was like, damn, I got in here. No, so I had to go through this other area, and there was a huge line, and I went right up to the person who holds the little clip or what do you call
Yeah,
it?
the scanner.
Not the scanner, like the little thing to like. Oh, you can go ahead.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Oh,
the little belt.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on the front, just like I hold my radio. I'm like, yeah, I work here. Like if I'm like all miserable, like, hey, I'm not trying to sneak in, you know. So she's like, oh, okay, go ahead. So I got in. I'm like walking. I'm like, dude, I could totally like just kill someone like without even like if I wanted. I felt like anyone could just do this, you know.
Like you're robbing a bank and
Yeah,
shit.
dude. I felt like fucking what's that guy? Hitman 47. Like, I felt like I was in a video game. Like I said, I'm gonna have to pass this level. You know what I mean? So I walk in and I go through this entrance where it's a backstage entrance, but a different backstage entrance. I don't know, it's weird. So I just walk in and I'm like, holy shit! Like this is the band's gonna pass through here. Like I fucking know it, dude. And I had my Sharpie. I was gonna get their autograph, dude. So I go in. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go wait by this. It was a truck, the shit truck that does like, because the backstage, they clean the porta potties and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
waste management.
Yeah, waste management. There you go. I was like, I'm going to stand by this truck and pretend to be one of these waste management guys until because I can't just stand there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I already look like a worker, you know?
Try to act professional.
Yeah, exactly.
Making sure no one has
hid it in plain sight.
So I was like, I walked back there. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to wait for one of them. And I look to my left, and Barto's right there just, like, waiting in line to get into, or not even in line, he's just waiting because only one of the restrooms is open. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? There he is. Like, I was like, holy shit,
Perfect
man.
timing.
Dude, I was just, like, having a heart attack, dude. So I'm like, oh, shit. I went up to him, hey, Barto. He's like, he didn't even say anything. He's like, I'm just like, dude. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, can you sign something? And he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just like, I couldn't find my Sharpie. It was like the most horrible thing like that could happen meeting someone like that, dude. Yeah, so I was like, damn, where's my Sharpie? I couldn't find it. So all I gave him was like, I have like music cards, like the one I gave you earlier.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
like, shit, dude. And I don't want to like take his time, you know, he has to go perform and stuff. So I took out one of my cards. I'm like, here, man, just like, if you can, just skip to my music, or, you know, it's the only thing I could hand him.
Way
and then
to promote.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, way to promote yourself.
And I'm like, dude, I love your music. I'm gonna check out your show. I wish I would have told him, like, dude, I snuck in here. Like, I could have killed, you know, like all that other stuff.
Stay professional.
Yeah, so I was like, he probably just thought I was a legit worker, but I was just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna check out your show. I love your music. He's like, all right. Like, he was like, all chill, like, all right, cool, later. Yeah, you know, all rock star, like, oh shit, there he goes.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, I can't believe that just happened, dude. And then I walked out, and some guys, how did you get in here? I'm like, I don't know, man. And I just walked out, like, I don't care. So I took out my vest, and then I went to see the actual show.
Yeah.
So I saw him right before they performed, legit show. I even uploaded, he like crowd surfed, and I uploaded that on some YouTube channel I have.
You didn't take a picture with them or anything?
No, dude, it was so quick.
Yeah.
It happened so fast, dude. Yeah.
Man, but you manifested the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel like, because I was right in the front, I feel when they started, he's like, oh, is that guy backstage? What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? I looked like
you got to the front?
He was going to start. Yeah, I was in the front. And he was going to start, and I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm not that super fan, you know? Like, but I am. So that happened, dude. It was pretty cool.
What if that fool like hits you up, bro?
Dude,
Yeah,
just
check that.
It's like,
Sure,
you're that
man.
secret agent guy, right? It's like, you were like,
look, you need to work on. He was probably your security. I could have killed you.
Yeah, Coachella, like by the third day, especially weekend 2,
Yeah,
that's when the security doesn't give a fuck. Where they're tired as fuck after 2 weekends.
I mean, I was tired. I was like security, man.
We were before Swedish House Mafia, like the last artist.
Yeah,
We went to
I saw them too.
the beer garden.
Sweet.
Oh, they were so fucking good, bro.
So
It was
sick.
good.
I don't know. That's just crazy. But yeah, we went to the security to the beer garden by like the main stage. We're walking in and the security guard's just going like this, not even checking anymore. And then I heard someone say, like, wait, like, well, I don't get paid enough. Like, when someone walks in here, I'm not gonna fight them and trying to get them out. Like,
Exactly.
It was just like they stopped giving a fuck. Like, people are just going
Dude,
in and
that's
out.
funny, man.
And it's true, bro. It's like they don't pay them anything, bro. They're there for like 7. Oh, you worked it. So
Yeah, I
how
worked-
was working Coachella?
I mean,
How many
I
hours?
kind of only
did you
got a
work?
job there to pay for this,
How many hours did you work per day and per weekend or whatever?
like 12 hours.
12-hour shifts.
Yeah,
the
12-hour
100-degree
shifts.
weather?
It was I mean, it makes money, you know. Yeah.
I heard there's like they treat you pretty bad. Like,
Well,
I
I
don't treat you
heard that
bad,
too,
but-
but he said it depends on, because I wasn't like a vendor, you know, or like what do you know? They say like who gets treated bad? Some of the workers.
so it's the thing is a lot of people travel to
Right.
work as security
Oh,
guards.
okay.
It's like they come from LA and all these places.
Right.
And they give them like some whack ass tent, like in the middle of the sun to sleep in. And then the next morning you're working.
Well, I mean,
15
I'll be
hours.
honest with you, man, where I was at, there's a security from LA. They brought him
Yeah, they
and
bring-
asked him everything. He's like, he told me this. He was like, yeah, it's true. It's chill, man. They give us food. We sleep in our own tent. But I guess it's up to like the person, because I'm sure that same situation for another security guard's like,
It's
oh,
a
this is
negative
whack.
experience.
Yeah, so I guess it depends on the person.
They probably think that, hey, these guys are just working just to see these motherfuckers. Like, they're not trying to put in.
Right.
But then it is a lot of money though. They give you so many hours and all, like extra money.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
I used to play. I played football COD
Mm-hmm.
and like
Oh, you did?
yeah.
Oh, snap, dude. That's awesome.
I played football COD a few years. So 2011 was my first year.
Guy's
Right.
a beast.
And
Damn.
they would recruit us during spring football. They would
Oh, okay.
recruit. They're like, hey, we need you guys because everyone's like just big dudes.
Coachella Fest would recruit you guys?
Yeah,
Oh,
the security company that
that's
that
smart.
runs.
They're like, where do we get big
So
dudes?
all the guys in the main
College
stage,
football
the
team.
Sahara,
Yeah.
the ones in the front on the stage, they're all like
Mhm.
football players from COD.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's also other dudes, but like for
the ones
most
holding
part,
down the
the main
front of the stage.
like helping people like
okay.
crowd surf out and all
That
that.
makes
shit.
sense.
That's
They're
all
bigger
football
than me, and
players.
I'm pretty tall, so they're like, you can tell they focus on getting tall.
You know,
tall
tough
guys.
as fuck and ready to
Strong
fuck somebody
fools,
up.
yeah.
Ready
Yeah.
for a scrap at any moment.
And I actually
Yeah,
signed
yeah.
up one year, but I ended up not working it. So I was there, and I was there on Friday. Like Friday, we had to go early,
Mhm.
and I was in the early checkup. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I ended up not doing it. And I have a friend, Leo.
Oh, yeah.
He would work it, and then his shift, he would get the earliest shift, so he's out like by 5 or 6 p.m.
Right.
And then he'd like sneak into a festival. So he would work all day
Oh.
and party for like 5 hours, then go to
Right.
sleep, go wake up and work early.
It's
and
funny because
That's
after
clutch.
I
That's
snuck
clutch.
in, that story I just laid down, I actually saw on the way out, I saw my supervisor. He pulls up in a golf cart. He's like, "Hey, are you in the festival?" And I was just like, "Yeah," like yes, I'm not gonna lie, like bro, it was worth it,
What's
man.
it to you? What's it to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you
I had like
see
a
me
drink
there?
in my hand. I had like a Coke.
Yeah.
It looked like it was liquor. He's like, "Ah, this son of a bitch,"
I'm supporting. I'm supporting.
So you saw the weekend too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
That was a little boring, to be honest. The
Yeah?
weekend.
I was
It was-
sitting down the side just because I was tired. But
It was cool for like the first 15 minutes of the weekend because it's
Right.
like, it was like Swedish House was fucking crazy.
yeah.
Then it's like, oh shit, you forgot that the weekend was coming too because you're like into the music.
Mhm.
And we're watching the weekend. But then after like 15 minutes, it was just the same melodic, slow.
Right.
And you're so tired by the third day.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh my God. Like, I just wanted to lay down, bro.
Right.
I feel like if Kanye was performing, it would have been fucking lit, you know?
Oh man.
Yeah, he
was
just had
supposed
some new stuff that released, right?
Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye. He had like 2
I was
albums.
gonna say I heard he got he canceled Coachella, right? Because him and Billie Eilish have beef or some shit like that.
That's not the reason they canceled. He did have beef with her because
Right.
so she had a concert and she's like someone was passing out or something. She stopped the show. She's like, "Oh, I actually stopped my shows."
Yeah.
Kind of throwing shade at Travis Scott who didn't stop his show.
Oh, okay.
And then Kanye went on Instagram when he was going on those rants like, "Oh, Billie Eilish better apologize to Travis Scott or I'm not performing at Coachella." Kind of like fucking ultimatum.
Right.
And she commented back like, "What the fuck? I wasn't even. I never mentioned his name. I wasn't." But she meant it. She meant it because like.
Oh,
she
okay.
But anyway, that just happened randomly, and then
So that's why he pulled out.
no, that's not what he pulled out. So what happened? He was going through some divorce shit with Kim because he
Right.
also was going crazy on Twitter and shit.
Okay.
And there's the third reason. He wanted a stage that Golden Voice couldn't provide. So the same thing happened in 2019. He was supposed to be the headliner.
he was being bougie,
But he wants to create some crazy shit that's not even possible.
Right.
At least not with. You're accommodating other artists. It's not if it was just him performing. Yeah, make
Right.
the stage he wants. But you gotta.
He's
there's,
extra
There's
then,
100
as
other
part
artists
of-
performing, so
Can't-
you have to kind of make it for everybody. You know.
Right.
So his
Can't
stage
see that one
design,
person.
Golden Voice couldn't do
Now
it.
that you say that, like I noticed, like when I see videos of his concerts,
they look
crazy stuff, like
he has visions.
like
that are-
glass boxes flying over
Yeah.
everyone and stuff. I mean, it's cool,
He's
but
bad,
I didn't
bro.
know that.
It's all
about
for the
Coachella.
show. I'm
he,
sure.
he,
but
he
Yeah.
just wants to take it to the next level.
Which is
But-
cool, but
But
Coachella's
not
like
at Coachella because there's
more than
100
you,
there's
man.
150 something artists, you know, and like there's 3
Right.
headliners. You know, the stage has to be kind of it's your own set, but kind of the same, like whatever 20 by 20 area.
Right.
I don't know how big the stage is, but he wanted like something crazy.
that's kind of messed up for the fans, no? Like kind
Yeah, but it's cool though. Like
of.
they ended up like not folding. You know what? It's like we can't perform, but he kind of did them dirty. They only gave him 10 days. He pulled out 10 days before the event started.
Damn.
So the reason the weekend joined was because they were already going on tour with Swedish House, or he was gonna.
Right.
They
you
just
know,
had
you know
dropped the
that
song
halo
together.
that like it looked like a huge halo
Yeah.
almost for the
Swedish
weekend
House, I saw
and
that.
Swedish House Mafia.
Yeah.
Do you think that was part of Kanye's thing, and they were just like, "I'll leave it for the weekend"?
Oh
or-
shit.
you know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Like that's part of his set.
No, but Swedish House, I think that's part of their album cover, I think, or part of their stuff.
Oh, it
That's
is.
that ring.
Oh, okay.
And I think they just had the weekend perform on the ring. That shit was
Right.
sick. I didn't even know he was on it because I was pretty far back.
Yeah.
But then I kind of look at the screen, and then I kind of like looked at the actual like performance, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, he's actually in the center of the whole thing.
Right.
It was a pretty dope experience. I was on shrooms the whole time, so
Oh, for
I
real?
was fucking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What a ride.
Dude,
What a
I just saw
ride.
this ad that has like it's shrooms, but in liquid form, and you just spray it in your mouth.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just saw it today. I was like,
No
whoa, that's just
way.
they're gonna make a lot of money off that, dude.
I haven't
Dude,
heard of
there's
that
so
one.
No,
much-
I just saw it today. That's why I was like, wow,
That was my
that's
first time
genius. That's
doing
genius
that at a
right
festival or anywhere live, and that
Yeah.
it was a pretty life changing experience. And then like everything just amplified.
there. Colors,
It was cool.
everything, huh?
So I didn't notice when during the show. I would watch it look normal. I'm just like happy and having a good time.
Right.
And then I would look at my phone for the set times, and then like all the set times are moving side. I was like, oh shit,
Everything's
I'm tripping as
floating.
fuck, man.
Everything's all swirly.
Yeah, and I feel like they designed the Coachella lineup, the set times for people that are tripping, because
Yeah.
like you'll have the name of the artist, and then a little bit to the left would be like the times.
Mhm.
So when you look at it, like they're crossing the name and the
Oh.
when you're tripping, it was just crossing.
that's
so that shit looked
crazy,
crazy on my
bro.
phone, bro.
It's
was-
overwhelming.
But that's the way you have to do it, right? I mean, that's
It was my
that's
first
the
time.
Coachella experience.
And I didn't drink. I didn't even get an alcohol bracelet the whole weekend
Right.
because I was just rolling.
You don't want to mix it.
I didn't want to mix it, and I was like, I'm just gonna have a good time.
Mhm.
And it was fucking crazy. It was euphoric, bro. And then like it just opened up my mind. I have all these crazy ideas. So ever since Coachella, I've been super motivated with the podcast, creating. It's all been from Coachella. Just like
Right.
one, even if you don't take anything, Coachella gives you that crazy high because it's just like so stimulating, bro. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
you're literally walking, and there's paths of like light. There's people walking everywhere.
Mhm.
There's fucking music from every corner.
That's a place to
DJs
be.
in the middle of the crowd. It's insane. So
Dude, I
like,
bet.
you're walking and you stop, and then it's like.
So you've done like you've been to every Coachella Fest pretty much.
I've been to the 2012, and that was the only one with the hologram.
That's
Tupac,
one.
that was the
Oh,
only
that's
one
one
I
you've been
saw.
to.
Yeah.
Tupac.
What about you?
Because
Because you're the Coachella guy, dude.
This-
Yeah, you got,
this guy is
that's
the
what I've
Coachella
seen.
guy.
You're the Coachella guy.
I've been going
Yeah.
since 2009.
Every single one
year.
almost.
Yeah. So
Damn.
2009 was only Friday for like I didn't even go the whole day. It was like 3-4 hours Friday.
Yeah.
I was 16, and I won free tickets
Oh.
at the local teen center. But they just gave them out. They were like, "Hey, we got Coachella tickets like last minute," and they were just
Yeah.
handing them out to the kids.
Damn.
And I got 2 tickets for Friday, and I went to see Molotov. Have you heard of Molotov?
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Mexican rock band. That's the
Nice.
reason I wanted to go because I grew up
Oh.
listening to that shit.
Yeah.
And I went with my sister, but she had to work at night shift at Carl's Jr. So we ended up leaving early, and I didn't want to stay by myself because I didn't even have a phone at the time.
Right.
I was like,
You
I'm
had to
kind of
walk
scared.
home
I'm
or
like,
something?
fuck, this is scary. So big
Yeah.
So I just watched. We were there for like 3-4
Which
hours.
is the one where the gorillas were?
2010.
That was 2010.
That was the second time I went, and it was only on Sunday for the Gorillas. So
Oh, for us?
we snuck in. Some
Oh.
guys were like picking up cans. So back then, you
Yeah.
could actually drive to the festival and park,
Mhm.
even if you didn't have a bracelet. Now they don't even let you drive in without a bracelet.
Yeah.
So we parked, and there was some fools picking up cans, and they're like, "Hey, ¿qué onda, compa?" 50, and he's like, $50. He got
Mhm.
us in with a religious bracelet.
Damn, that's legit.
And then we get
My sister jumped over the fence.
Oh, people used
one
to jump the
time.
fence
like-
all the time. So many people
A lot of
snuck in
those
like that
stories.
back in the
I
day.
was like, you what? She's like, yeah, we all just rushed the fence and jumped over. I'm like,
I had buddies that were
Alright.
just like, I want to make an indie film about just jumping the fence at Coachella.
Yeah,
that would
the
get views,
process,
right?
Dude,
That's some
oh,
hippie
man,
shit,
I was
bro.
like, it would.
you need footage though. You need footage for that.
Nowadays it would, man. I think it would get.
Yeah,
it would
that's-
get
that's-
so much shit.
Yeah, I've seen videos on like sneaking into Coachella videos. They have a bunch of views. People want to see the shit.
They locked it down though, man. I
Now
mean,
it's
the whole
way
polo
harder now.
ground.
You can't even
property.
drive in.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's campaign.
I mean, you could drive in when it's obviously when it's not the festival. I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw my music video. Drink some water. Did you watch? Do you remember if you watched that one or not?
I don't know which one's that one.
I'll
Yeah,
show you
show
later.
me
But
that one.
anyways,
I
most of
wanna
it
hear
was
that one.
a lot of it was filmed. No, the end of it was filmed at the polo
field?
grounds. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So you'll see like the Coachella Tower, but no one's there. It's just me. Cause I'm sure you've been there.
Yeah, we just shot not music video. I just shot a vlog,
Yeah.
like a video that actually dropped today on my main YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and some of it was filmed.
Dude, I think it dropped today.
It dropped
I think
today.
I watched it before I got here.
Yeah.
You were saying like they haven't took down one of the tents or
yeah,
something.
the Sahara tent still up.
It's just a skeleton, huh?
Yeah, so I actually got some information today. They're in a dispute, Golden Voice and like the people that are from the Polo. None of them want to pay. No, both of them don't want to pay for it to be taken down. They're arguing who should pay for it because it takes like 6 fucking giant cranes and all kinds of workers.
They'll probably end up leaving it.
So right now they've been leaving it for a whole month because they're disputing who's gonna pay for to take it down.
That's crazy.
So this year there's a turnaround. The people that used to run Coachella, they basically all got kicked out from the polo field because the polo field people, I think they sold the rights of everything. They kind of want to like not be involved, and Golden Voice is gonna take over.
Right, like all the artwork too. You know, all those crazy artwork stuff that they have.
Oh yeah, they some of them starting to pop up in the cities, which is cool.
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
For years, that shit would just get destroyed, or they would just put it in a container.
Yeah, I started noticing that when they did the bear on 52, and then that big old cathedral made out of like it looked like chicken wire, but I don't know what it is. It's like.
Oh, yeah,
you know what you're on, right?
Yeah,
that was apartments right there, right?
Yeah, I filmed a music video there.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I'll
show it to you after. It's for the Mills of God. Yeah. So now the structured India, boom, boom, boom. I think it's gonna make the valley just cooler. Like people, the location.
I mean, it definitely helps the whole valley, man. Just in general, right? Millions, probably billions. No, right? The whole economy.
It's changing.
I'm bad with numbers.
And it's adding its own like spin off to it, especially being like a city of festivals. You gotta add like some casual culture.
They pay a lot of money. Like the city makes, I think, like $20 million just from the festivals, like city taxes and shit. And a lot of it, Coachella has paid for a lot of the renovations. Like the Jefferson Bridge, Coachella paid for that. It wasn't the city.
Oh, for real?
Because it used to create such a bottleneck when it was like a stop sign. Remember back in the day? I believe they paid for the whole fucking thing. All the lights right here on 48.
That's like the main road from the...
Yeah, all the lights, remember right here on 48 was all stop signs?
Yeah.
On Calhoun. Coachella Fest paid for all that shit. Because they needed the traffic to flow better.
You see it grow before your eyes, you know?
Yeah, and that whole city's been growing because of it. Like, you know, more people... More people are moving in.
You think there's anyone that hates it? Like, is there anyone that...
Yeah, a lot of people.
Really?
A lot of people.
Like who doesn't benefit as far as
the ones
money?
The people that don't go. It's like older people that are retired. They hate the traffic. They don't even care about the music. They're older.
Okay.
Even though Coachella's for
they only have to deal with that the 2 weekends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're just pussies.
Other than that, it's like, yo, your city is looking nicer. Why are you mad about it? You
exactly. know? I would rent them all out for the weekend.
Your house is getting more valuable.
I would rent my property out for that weekend, bro. Let people just stay there for the month.
Oh, they make a lot of money, bro.
Somewhere else, bro.
I heard some houses, I mean, they're making like 20, 30K a weekend, bro.
Damn.
I heard of one house that's making 65,000 a weekend for like one shit. That's like fucking crazy money, bro. And you could do that to small scale. Like a lot of people, if you have a house in Coachella, you can rent out 2-3 rooms for like $700. I knew this one. It was a crazy story.
Go for it.
So
say it,
dude. It was like the most insane. So this dude named Luis from Atlanta. He's one of my subscribers.
Okay.
He hit me up on Instagram. He's like, "Hey, bro, I hate to ask, but it's like I really don't have a ride. I'm going into on Thursday, flying into Palm Springs Airport. Is there any way you could give me a ride or know somebody that might give me rides?" And I'm like, you know what, just hit me up. Like because I work construction, so I'm always driving all over the valley. So I was like, just hit me up, and then I might be down to pick you up. But just give me gas money. Right. So I picked up one of my subscribers at the airport.
Dude, that's real. What the heck?
I should have made a video about this, but yeah. So I picked this fool up, and literally the week before. Oh yeah, so I picked this fool up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I live. My room is in the La Quinta Cove, like this old couple, whatever."
Right.
So we literally, I dropped him off, and when we pulled up to the street, I was like, "Wait, this is the house?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's right here. This is the address." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Bro, let me." And then I pulled out my phone and I showed him my pictures.
Yeah. And
I'm like, "Is this the room you're staying at?" He's like, "What the fuck? That is the room I'm staying at." I had literally done the tile on that same room 3 days before.
No fucking way.
I turned in that job on Tuesday. Yeah. I got paid on Tuesday. I told him, like,
dude, that's legit.
I dropped it. I picked this one in the airport from Atlanta and I dropped him off, and he was staying in the same fucking room, bro.
What the
That was
what are the
wild. Like, you see those
fucking odds,
floors?
man?
I'm like, what
I
the
did
fuck?
that.
The universe is fucking playing.
Dude,
some
that
games
is
out
trippy,
here,
man.
bro.
That is
Like,
I
trippy.
feel like the universe aligns.
It was so
sometimes. You gotta
crazy,
pay
bro.
attention
So
to
people
it.
who hired you didn't tell you like, yo,
They told
we're
me-
renting it out for
So
Coachella.
they didn't say for Coachella. They're like,
No.
oh, we want to fix up this room because it was carpet, and usually carpet over the years either is super dirty, maybe they
Right.
have dogs.
It's full of dust, man.
Yeah,
It's
so
full
they
of
upgraded to
everything.
tile, and it was just a little room. So we started on a Thursday.
Yeah.
We took out the carpet, we installed it, and the following like Monday we had we turned it on Monday, but there was an issue with the baseboard, so we went back on Tuesday. We fixed it.
Yeah.
So Tuesday's when we finished and got paid, and then I dropped this full off on Friday at the same house. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
bro?
trippy.
It was trippy as fuck,
That's
bro.
hilarious as fuck.
That's
man.
awesome too.
Yeah, so
What are the
shout out
fucking
to
odds?
Luis, and yeah, he's from Atlanta. He's like a photographer from Atlanta.
Shout out to Luis from Atlanta.
What
Damn.
would?
Yo, I'm gonna get another one of these fucking waters real quick.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
I think Izzy might be able to reach him.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
shit,
So
you're closer to the fridge,
I
man.
know, right now.
So- So yeah, so Coachella 2010 was the second time I went, which was that Gorillas snuck in with the Mexican dude.
Yeah.
I think I watched Phoenix and then I watched Gorillas. Like the only two. We got there pretty late.
Did you see? Didn't Billie Eilish bring out the lead singer of the Gorillas?
I didn't. I wasn't there. I ended up going to the
Makes sense.
Sahara tent to watch 21 Savage.
Oh, for us?
Yeah, I watched like half of Billie Eilish. I'm like, okay, cool. I got half of it. Let me go check out the other half because I like the first album she dropped. I like a few songs. That just sounds trippy. Like it's weird music. I
Right.
fuck with that. Like fuck it, some weird music. But I'm not really a fan of her.
Mhm.
And 21 Savage, I'm not even a fan of him either. But I know a few songs. So it was the same thing. I'm like, oh, I'll catch on my first set, and then
Right.
and then I went to the other one.
What time was he at?
He was like he
He went on the
started.
main stage.
He was at the Sahara.
Sahara. Okay, the one they're fighting about.
Yeah. So he
Alright.
went to the Sahara tent, and that one he was playing at the same time as Billy.
It's trippy seeing because there's so many artists, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, and then 21 brought out Post Malone.
He was there.
Yeah, he brought up Post
Damn.
Malone. They did
Damn,
the
Post
Rockstar
Malone.
song. Like a
What?
rockstar. Yeah, that shit's bad.
Dude.
So I ended up like not watching Gorillaz, but
Missed
I
that.
watched that. Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna say it's trippy seeing like huge artists not on the main stage. I guess you can say.
Yeah.
You know, but it makes sense because
Sahara's kind of like Sahara's probably the most fun stage out of all of them.
right.
It's not the main stage, but
It's like secretly the second main stage or something.
yeah, and that's where all the hip hop and EDM artists play. All the main ones.
I always thought Sahara was like the main stage. I hear so much about it.
Because that's like the culture.
Yeah.
So main stage, of course, you're gonna get your huge A-star fucking artists, and then of course they have the crazy production because it's the whole field. But the Sahara, because it's a tent, when people sing or like the music, it bounces off the roof and it sounds like an echo, and it sounds so fucking dope.
Hell yeah,
And then if you look at it, like what I like to do is go on the right side. So it's like people, I get it, like maybe common sense, or they just don't know. Like everybody goes from the main stage to Sahara, and then they literally go to the left side of the Sahara. So it just creates a bottleneck, and everyone's there, and then you're
like if
far
you're
away
facing the stage, you're saying the best place is
on the right.
Yeah.
So you walk around. You just literally have to walk all the way around, and you can literally get so close to the fucking stage because everyone's coming to the left side.
The entrance.
Yeah, the entrance on the
Everyone
left
enters
side.
from the left side of
And
the
they
stage.
stop. They literally stop. The traffic
Right.
stops. I'm like, no, just go around, and it's so empty, bro.
Yeah, that makes
And then
sense.
you could just be by the screen, or you could get close. Like for Big Sean,
right.
we got there late, and we were able to get to the fence and like really close to Big Sean just by showing up late.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a
man.
little hack. But the best way to look at it is what I noticed this Coachella was
Mhm.
in the middle. No matter if you're in the back, try to be in the middle because all the lighting and all the speakers, it's aimed towards the middle, so you actually
Right.
get the full experience. Like
I was gonna say, what's the like biggest artist? Have you met any like huge artists personally? Like doing this, what you're doing, this whole
the podcasting thing?
yeah,
Mm,
or just in general. Like, do you get a special bracelet? Do you get VIP? Like, what
No.
do you do?
so I had I can't say how I got it, but I got an artist pass for Coachella this year.
An artist pass?
Yeah, it wasn't through
Alright.
Golden Voice or anything. So I had
Right.
the documentary Coachella 20 Years in the Desert.
Right.
The director came to my house like a month before Coachella, and we did that's what the vlog from today was
That
about.
was nice, dude.
It was a story of how like he came to the house.
right.
I was supposed to be interviewed for the documentary, but
I saw that today.
I missed my interview.
You
bro.
mentioned that today in the video.
Yeah,
right?
the
You
video
posted?
today.
Yeah.
And I fucked up. Like I missed the
You
interview.
couldn't, huh? You couldn't go.
I was working, and they wanted me to go to the polo fields on Thursday, but because I live in the valley, I don't really go to Coachella till Friday. By the time I got there on Friday, it's too chaotic. Like, there's no signal, you know. I was like, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even try calling, to be honest. I was like, you know what? My time will come. And then they reached out 3 years later, the same follow-up email. They're like, hey, you want to be part of we want to do like a segment for like Coachella fans on the live stream if you're down. I'm like, hell yeah. So they came to the house. We recorded for like 2 hours. And then they had a little live stream. So when people were waiting for like Billie Eilish or Harry Styles, my little commercial popped up.
They'll be watching you.
Yeah,
my brother saw it actually.
It was clips up. I got a bunch of people texting me and like tags on Instagram and shit. Like, hey, bro, I just saw you on the stream. Good shit. I was at Coachella. I was like, what the fuck? It was pretty surreal.
Did you test like how far the bracelet would get you? Like, you
not really.
You just try to walk backstage. You should have.
I didn't take advantage.
Were they blue?
I went weekend 2, so the weekend 2 was brown.
The artist were brown. The artist.
As artist guest pass, and it was brown, just like a brown. I'll have it in. I'll show it to you. But it was pretty dope. Like, you got backstage access. So there's like a whole like viewing areas. Every stage has like a viewing area that's only for guest artists. And like, literally, if you're late, you could get to the front. It's kind of like a hack. One thing about it is like it's never really that packed. So you go in there, and the thing I didn't like is because I like to party. Yeah. And everyone's there's kind of bougie. Like, they don't really go hard as fuck. If there's a mosh pit, it's like a very gentle mosh pit.
Right.
You know, or they're not even singing to every song. But if you're in the trenches in the middle of the fucking crowd with the general admission, that's when everyone's
Is that what it's called, the trenches?
I call it the trenches, dog.
Yeah. Wait, that's in the middle?
In the middle, bro.
Or like, so not the barrier in the front? That's not like considered...
That's... Yes, but that one's a little hard.
It's hard to get to.
It's hard to get to unless you force yourself. But I don't like to be a dick, and I'm a bigger dude too. I don't want to be all like, "Hey, move!" Like, that's fucked up. I'm trying to. I don't want to be all like that. So on Friday, weekend 2, I had the artist bracelet, and I was actually at the artist section before Baby came during Black Coffee, and I was right there, and I'm like, nah, that's not it. And I walked out, and I went to general admission, and I was in the fucking middle, bro. And I got into mosh pits. I was really close to the fence, but like really centered when Big Sean performed. Yeah. And it was fucking dope. Like, I loved it. Damn. I could have been at the artist section, but I was like, nah. And then Saturday, I was in the artist section for emo night.
Right.
That was
emo night.
Cool.
Damn,
was sick. I was at the artist section. That was cool.
Razor blades.
I would have.
All the emos, and then they brought the lead singer from Papa Roach. I forgot his name. And he sang The Last Resort, and then they brought up Plain White Tees, and they sang Hey There Delilah.
Hey There Delilah.
Like, fuck, echoing through the Sahara. It was fucking insane.
Dude, that's awesome. What I feel like this is like, you paid this past Coachella? You paid for it, right? You paid for your.
I can talk about what I had to do.
Okay. I was gonna say this. I feel like this is your last. I feel like next year they're gonna be like, "Oh, that guy, yeah, give him a bracelet." Like, he's like, I feel like that's how big you are. Or you're becoming.
I just haven't reached out. I know if I reach out, they probably work with me for something. Like, what I want to do is I saw this. I follow this girl. She does like kind of stuff that I do on my main channel, is like talk about festivals. But she's more of an EDM. Like, all they do is go to EDM shows, EDM tips on how to do this at EDM shows and stuff. Yeah. And she was able to interview some of the DJs for EDC. So, like, she posted on her Instagram. She'd be like, "Oh, we're here with Dylan Francis, or fucking this and that." Like, she got a chance to work with the.
That's gonna be you, man.
So that's what I want to do. Like, I'm gonna reach out and be like, you know what? Can I fucking have a little? Because they actually did that. They actually did like curated like 3-minute little videos where like backstage behind, like, and I don't know when they film them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But it was just a dude asking like the artist questions.
They make you a host for that, bro. Like,
I would love to do that. That's what I would love to.
Yeah, I can see it, man. I see it happening for you.
Hell yeah, I'll make it happen.
Yeah, you're gaining a lot of exposure, bro.
But it was dope, bro. And then a lot of people recognize me because most of the videos I do is about Coachella. So I would run into people.
I had a buddy. One of my coworkers actually thought you were from LA.
Oh yeah,
you were like big time and from LA, and for some reason I was like, no, man. I was like, I actually went to high school with him, graduated with him, and we went to parties. And
you see, you're big time now, man.
Some shit we can't talk about. Big time now. Nah, we're just getting started, bro. But yeah, it's like, I didn't start making videos till 2015, and I had been going since 2009. And the first videos that I posted, I was like, oh fuck, people want to know more. And even now, no one really makes that much content about it. So I'm one of the first ones.
Yeah, man, like I said, I was hunting to see, because I do my music, and I'm like, well, let's see who does podcasts, and I just found, you dig into I dug until I found like to see who's the legit one or the legit podcast and stuff, and like I said, it was just you and the other one I mentioned,
Valley Talk Radio.
Yeah, I was like, you guys look like the top dogs as far as podcasts here in the Valley. I don't. Is there any other ones like
no,
that?
I don't think.
Am I wrong?
No, I don't see any of them. They're actually constantly posting.
There's like 5 other podcasts that I know, but they haven't really evolved to where they're at. Like they've been the same for years. I don't want to.
No, yeah.
No, but they're cool. I actually met a couple of them, and in the podcast studio that I had at the food park, I was telling you I had in the food park. My goal was to create a podcast studio similar to a recording studio where people come. I'll charge you, I don't know, $50 an hour.
Right.
You record 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever, and then you're getting a high production without having to invest in the camera. Were you a producer or something? No. No. I'm a construction worker.
You're gonna. They had to pay you to use the equipment you had.
That's what my goal was like create a space where, like, let's say you want to launch a podcast, but then you gotta get 3 cameras and you gotta get lighting and you gotta learn about. So we would do everything for you. All you have to do is be the talent.
Oh, okay.
And then that's how recording studios, they charge $50 an hour to come record vocals and your song. We wanted to provide that service.
So you decided to be the podcaster instead of the guy who provides the equipment, or what?
Yeah. No, I was already doing my podcast.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to do my own podcast, but since I already have all the shit and I have the space, I was gonna kind of like a side business.
Oh, okay.
But then the food park got shut down, and because right here is like a home, I don't want. It's kind of weird bringing randoms to my house. Not like.
Yeah, unless they're legit people.
Yeah. I better you, dog. Don't worry.
You gotta make clearance before you come over here, man. Just
yeah, it's also not my property, so I can just. I think I could bring people for my podcast, but like, let's say you're doing your own podcast, I don't even know who you're talking to, ringing. Right. It's more random. So I think hopefully by next year I have another studio where I want to be able to do that. So if anyone wants to do their own podcast, I could help people, because. That's the thing is, like, there should be more, bro. Like, I wish there was more just exposure, vloggers, influencers. If there are, I don't know, not that many. For some reason, the Valley never. Right. It's still kind of barely getting there. There's more
someone
now.
Had to do it, right?
There's more now.
You're doing it, and if other people decide to do it, I'm sure they'll come to you. Or
I've helped a few people start their podcasts, like Heaven's Demons. Shout out, they're actually been super consistent.
Who?
Heaven's Demons podcast. You should check them out. It's Adam and Arturo. I think they've only missed a few weeks, but they've been gone for like 3 years in a row. Like, just every week an episode. Every week.
What do they do? Just random kind of stuff?
They don't really take that many guests, but I think they're starting to take guests, and it would be just them talking about like stuff they're interested about, like
just
going to Coachella, going to trips. Yeah, they're just friends. Like
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Just geek out for a little bit. You're far into it, man.
Yeah. So and the other like he also has like a clothing company, Heaven's Demons. Like those guys are cool. There's there was one Valley Talk, no, not Valley Talk Radio. It was Raw Thought Radio that was popping off like 2019. They were having a lot of guests. Like that dude was grinding, bro. He was doing like almost an episode daily, like getting a bunch of guests. He was getting people from like I-10 Toyota, photographers, artists. He was grinding, and then it kind of halted. Yeah, it's hard to keep it going. That's the only thing I haven't done is stop. And some of my content might be cringy or sucks, but over time, some of it is good. Sometimes you get better. Right. Just keep doing it. And then, like you said, the older you get, like you don't give a fuck anymore.
You just kind of do the thing, man. As long as you're...
like I was just saying in mine, I'm like, damn, this guy is legit, dude. Like I keep saying it, but that's how I feel. Like, yo, this guy's a podcast and it's blowing up, man.
Try not to be a fucking like fake it or anything like that, like
exactly.
You kind of just gain that natural.
Yeah,
you either do it or you don't.
And it's conversations, and I don't want to.
He's doing it. And everybody's just gonna keep tuning in and keep watching.
Yeah,
and hopefully encourages people to do it too, and motivation. Musicians, whatever they're doing, like maybe someone sees you and they're like, "Oh shit, I want to do a rock band," or how can I be part of?
What inspired you to start doing music, man?
Yeah, I just fell in love with the Beatles and Metallica, and it was like, dude, in honor of you guys, I felt it was in honor of the greats. I had to. I have to create a band. I have to make some music that's worthy of, like, if they were listening to it, would they be like, yeah, or nah, you know, or something like that?
Do you have a lot of
So,
music that you have like saved up? They haven't released and shit?
Yeah,
Or?
I have stuff that I'll show you guys
That's
later.
good.
Yeah,
Dude,
Ooh.
I'm so excited to see. I love this.
Yeah, I'll show you guys a bunch of stuff. It's cool. But you know, for people watching, like, you know, please check out my music. I worked on it. I worked on it for everyone, kind of. I guess, you know, if that makes sense. For everyone other than me, you know, or anyone who listens to it, you know. But it's fun music. I think it's funny. Some of the videos are funny, and I'm gonna keep going for everyone. You know? For me, also. But
Hey, you're doing. At least you're even doing music videos, brother. I know some artists. They just have music and they don't even do music videos. You know, it's like if I was an artist, I'm dropping music videos every song.
yeah, whenever you can.
A lot of promotions, TikTok, Reels,
Right.
Twitter, Reddit, fuck everything, bro. Do you post on a lot or no?
No, I just use Instagram and YouTube
Yeah.
and Spotify. Because I don't know, I figured like maybe I should start on every platform, but I figured I'd focus just on a couple of them.
Yeah.
So it draws. My strategy was hopefully it draws more people. Like bottleneck. You know,
The audience,
entertainment seekers to my channel. You know what I mean?
I think for sure you gotta do TikTok,
Right.
because
Everyone tells me
it's
that.
a music platform.
Right.
So I've been having the same issue. Not me, but like I've been telling other artists.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, TikTok.
Right.
So TikTok, it's a music. A lot of artists are blowing up with their music through TikTok and storytelling, and think of it like stories. So a lot of people think it's like, oh fuck, I gotta do dances
Aren't the videos
or skits.
like quick though? Or what is
It can be quick and it could be long. There's 3-minute videos on TikTok. There's minute videos. Most of them are fast. Most of them are engaging. But think of it like stories. Like you post 3-4 times on your story and you don't even think about it. Sometimes you do think about making an artsy or whatever.
Yeah.
That could be a TikTok. Like you don't have to be doing dances. You don't have to be doing fucking trends. Just you could use trendy songs, but doing shit you're doing. Like whenever you're practicing guitar, because you
like
play
just
guitar.
go live? Like
You could go live, but
live,
make a shitload of videos, bro. Like literally, make a song be like, I'm playing this song by Metallica, and like you don't even have to sing, just fucking play the tunes. And then
That's a good idea.
if someone comments,
a small excerpt of your fucking song.
Someone's gonna comment like, play this song by Nirvana next, and then you make a reply with the video of you playing the, and then someone will comment and be like, play that fucking Pearl Jam song, and then you'll play that one, and it's literally you having fun with your guitar.
That sounds like some content I could.
Bro, there's so many that have blown up doing that, bro.
You're like the millionth person to tell me too. So.
And you have a fucking sick guitar too.
You
can talk about, so make a video and be like, oh, this is, I engraved this shit into my guitar. Look how it looks. Right. What it means is this. Tell a little story, like a 30-second video. That's engaging, bro. That's something you did. You know, that's you.
People are gonna.
Are all the videos like long ways?
Vertical. Try to keep it vertical.
Yeah. Okay. That's just a TikTok signature kind of thing.
It's just more when someone scrolls, you take up the whole screen versus like the little center square.
Okay.
You know, you could convert like your regular horizontal videos into long ones. You could shoot something like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like a story, you shoot it vertical. Think of it like a story, but you should definitely tap into that music playing.
Yeah, I'll check. You know, I'll try. I'll see what's up with that.
But you're doing music videos also, so you could do like a small clip of your music video. Bro.
Oh, okay.
And then you could link your YouTube, straight to it, bro.
Right.
Be like, hey, coming soon. We're shooting a music video today. Literally, you can make like 5 TikToks that same day. Oh, we're shooting a music video today.
Right.
I got my guitar ready. I'm on my way to the shoot. Stay tuned. Boom, that's a TikTok. And then the next one's like, oh shit, we're about to shoot the first scene. Look at the fucking fog and the cars.
I was worried TikTok was gonna be like Vine and just like get deleted off.
No.
Just get deleted off the face.
It's never here for a long time.
Parameters, you're not doing any crazy
and
stuff as long as you're promoting your stuff.
Right. And the goal is you can put a link to like your website. So you just have a link to your YouTube channel or a link tree where people go to your Spotify.
Because I have a card and because I'm only on YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's all I put on there in my YouTube and Instagram, but. Yeah, I'm probably not messing with TikTok.
Yeah, and there's just random organic. So organic because TikTok shoves you in the face of people as soon as they scroll. It's not like YouTube and Instagram. You kind of curated like your feed. Right. But TikTok's literally you're scrolling and some shit will pop up.
Organic FYP.
And even your followers might not watch your videos until like weeks later. So when I tell people post a lot, they're like, oh, I'm going to spam my followers. But it's like, no. On TikTok, you'll post something and it goes into a random algorithm. Right. Sometimes your followers will watch it, or it'll take 2 weeks for them to see it. Versus Instagram, you post fucking 5 times, it's kind of annoying. Like, oh fuck, another one. Right. But TikTok's just organic.
Honestly, that's why I try to keep my Instagram post to a minimum.
Yeah.
Like I don't do no like backstage like stuff because that's I don't know, that's just my strategy, I guess.
Yeah.
So just like whenever there's a video and that's pretty much it, a new song or a new video.
Yeah.
You know
Before
what I mean?
I'm performing here.
Post like 3 times a week at least. People on Monday,
Right.
Thursday, Saturday.
Just to stay in people's radar.
Maybe I'll do that. I would do that maybe with a story.
Yeah,
stories,
storytelling.
Like
Storytelling
tonight, I'll probably just like take a picture and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm at the podcast," you know, whatever. Obviously, I'm like do shout outs to you. This podcast. And
you
stuff.
should literally take a picture of your guitar with this mural and then just like tag this podcast,
Right.
Because that's
and you tell or just make a like video with the mural.
Right.
It's just like all kinds of little things like that, and it's not as hard when you think of it like stories. It's like don't think of it like a crazy video. Think of it, I'm gonna make a story.
Right.
Boom, boom, quick story.
Oh, okay.
But the series of you playing guitar, bro, that could be a whole series. I'll show you right now some examples. There's this white dude, bro. Like I just came across it like the same thing. I was scrolling, and then there's this white dude. He was a football player from Arkansas, bro. Arkansas, white dude, redneck.
All right.
And then literally it was a guitar, and then he started playing a corrido. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
like it had like 500,000 views, and then I went to his page, and literally he has 500,000 subscribers, and all he plays is corrido songs. He doesn't sing any of them, but people will comment like, "Hey, play that song by fucking Fuerza Regida or Junior H or Natal Cano." And he literally play the songs, and it all started. I fucking went down to how he blew up. The first one was like he was playing some. He's part of a rock band as well.
Yeah.
Like he plays in a rock band, but his whole TikTok is like making Spanish like the corridos. And someone commented like, play this song by like Junior H, and it's like he's like a Mexico regional artist, like he's Junior H, and he responded by playing that, and that blew up. And then a bunch of people commented like, oh, play this one, and he just kept doing that to the comment, like whatever people were commenting.
Yeah. As they were commenting,
as they were
playing the song.
No. So like how the way TikTok works is, you know how like someone comments on your Instagram post.
Yeah.
You can reply, and TikTok you can reply with a video.
Like a TikTok post.
So someone will say, "Oh,"
and they get it individually.
That's a new content piece,
and
it's added to the feed. So like on the comments, there'll be little videos you could click on it, and it'll take you to the response. And then people could comment on that, and you could respond with another one. So what it does to the algorithm, it gets people onto your page more because they're scrolling from video to video, looking at all the comments, and you're on that page so long that it just promotes it more because people are into it. So this blew up just by playing songs.
I'm gonna check it out.
You don't know where your shit. I'll show you the videos or not, like
just to see
TikTok, bro.
How it is.
Especially you're talented, bro. You're a fucking artist.
Thank you, man.
It's what I'm like. I get pissed at like musicians. I'm like, I don't know about TikTok. I'm like, bro, you're a fucking musician, bro. Like, make fucking videos with your guitar. You're fucking
talent
badass.
Is very universal, man.
You're fucking badass. You know? Like,
you could live stream it. Nowadays, you can.
There's so much, bro. And the world is so abundant. Like there's so much for everybody, bro. There's 7 billion people,
You'll gain
bro.
your own followers, bro.
You know, like there's an audience for everybody, and it's as long as you stay consistent. And the thing is consistency, bro. Like just keep going.
Yeah.
Stay around.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Stay around. Boom, boom, boom. New music, cover songs. Try to go to shows. Try to get booked to play shows.
Right.
Hear where other people are like doing little community events and show up.
Right.
And then
I actually have because I'm always working on something. You know what I mean? So I have a project that's gonna drop in like. Hopefully 2 weeks or less.
Nice.
But it's a legit video. It's a legit video. So I'm gonna post that.
Oh hell yeah! Just
obviously you guys
when you
check
post.
it out.
When you post, tag me and shit or send it to me in the DMs. It's because sometimes the same thing with the algorithm. You don't see shit, and I always tell people it's like, if you fucking tag me or send it to me, I'll put it on my story. I'll comment. I'll check it out. Like I actually go check it out. But a lot of times I don't even see people's shit because it's so much. Like my homie. Yeah. He's one of my best friends. I didn't know he had a fucking face.
You have a lot of followers, so that's.
I didn't know that fool had a face tattoo.
Crazy.
I didn't know Mills had a face tattoo.
Oh fuck!
I was checking out his story, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that a face tattoo?" And then I went onto his page, and then like 5 days ago, he got a face tattoo, and I didn't even see it.
You didn't know,
just because there's so much shit going on the feed. So I'm like, just tag me or send it to me, and I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, man. It's a legit video,
sure.
So.
Nah, yeah, for sure,
It's gonna be up there on YouTube, and I'm a blast.
Where can people find you on social media? Fucking
just Saving Slytherin. On YouTube, Saving Slytherin. On Instagram, it's Saving_Slytherin_.
It's a Slytherin banner. That's a default logo.
Hell yeah, bro. We'll
Sick, man.
put all
That's
the
so
links in the
dope, bro. I
description.
like it.
And Izzy the Dude, make sure you guys follow Izzy the Dude too.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna like get your info after this podcast.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, anytime, man. Anytime.
So,
Nah, but for reals, bro. Like, thank you. This was it was fun. Like,
yeah,
we went all over the place, but
yeah, for
the
real,
shit
man.
was dope. We definitely gotta do it again, like sometime in the future.
Yeah, man, hit me up whenever you want me on the podcast, dude.
Yeah, and I'm always like, so I called in. I'm like, hey, just come be a co-host. Like, sometimes if you ever fucking want to just be like when I don't have an extra person, it's because it makes.
If you need a co-host, man, let me know, bro.
Yeah,
it won't be boring. I'll tell you that,
bro.
dude.
Feelings. Let's go. Let's do it.
We'll have something to say.
Get some good conversations. But yeah, thank you for coming on, bro. And
thanks, man.
make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys stay tuned.
Save me Slytherin. What up?
Stay tuned for the music. Go subscribe to this channel.